Today we'll be going out of bounds in Metroid Dread, and I'll be answering all of your burning questions. There were a ton. Let's go! Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Danny, call me Posty, doesn't matter, they both end in a Y. You know, between Reddit, YouTube, and Twitter, you guys had a ton of ideas of things you wanted me to check out in this video. So I'm gonna do my best to get to every single one of them. Thankfully, for the length of this video, there were a few common themes. You guys wanted to see the death scene up close. You guys wanted a closer look at some of the creatures and tanks in some of the various stages, including the big one in Dairon. Don't worry, you guys wanted a closer look at some of the background elements. That may help give us a greater understanding of Metroid lore and what we might expect to see in future titles. And some of you, many of you, just wanted to look at the luscious backgrounds. Rest assured, we're gonna get to all of it in this video. While we will see many of the stage elements in this video, we probably won't get to every single background for the real stage enthusiasts. There are so many luscious backgrounds in this game, we'll probably have to do some of that in a future video. If you want to see more of this kind of thing, like the video. Drop a like. If this video does well, there'll be more, trust me. Alright, enough of my face, let's get into it. Alright, the Samus death animation. You guys wanted this one really badly. One guy even offered me 50 bucks if I would get it in the next half hour. But of course I missed the deadline and he pulls the money and calls me a loser. But then he throws a curveball with the JK. So which is the JK for? Am I a loser or am I out 50 bucks? Which is it? Am I getting paid? Here we go. First of all, I was very surprised that we could even explore this area. The fact that it wasn't pre-rendered was a big shock. So we can't get too close without it clipping into her. That's kind of scary. You can see all the pieces of the suit. And then just this yellow sort of background. And there is something on the back of the suit. I can't quite tell if that's just a reflection, like off the muscles in her back, or if that's some kind of emblem. There's really not a lot to see here, but it's still cool to be able to do this. Alright, moving on. A few of you wanted to see the shoreline in Barania, and I agree, this is one of the prettiest areas of the game for me. Let's check it out. Alright, as we start to zoom out, you can see the waves are actually just a single texture. Which is really cool because it looks like it's got depth to it. But as you can see, it does not. Zooming back, we can see some of these areas. Really cool. Looks like we've got a fog layer right here. You can also start to see how some of the stage design works. Now normally all the spots that are outside of the player's point of view are pretty much just black. But because we've done some hackery, we've rendered the entire stage. The depth of some of these areas is just really impressive. Alright, moving on. Alright, time for one of the most requested and controversial elements of Metroid Dread. While there are many creatures and tanks scattered throughout the game, which we'll get to next, none has players more curious than the big fella in the tank in Dairon. Players are speculating it may be a Dragon, which would mark the first time we've seen one since Super Metroid for SNES. The first time we see it is in the tank when it's dark because the power's out. Then we see it again frozen over after the power is restored. We'll check it out in both versions. After that, we'll check out what else is hiding in the tank scattered throughout the game. Here we go. Okay, here it is with the lights out. The first thing you may notice is it appears to have 6 arms. Many of the images you'll find on Google show a Dragon has 8 arms. This is also true for the Dragon seen in gameplay in Super Metroid. You'll also notice it appears to have almost hand-like things at the end of each arm, whereas a Dragon's arms seem to come to a point. Alright, here it is again with the lights on. Let's see if this improves clarity at all. Okay, here I've increased the brightness and contrast to help maybe give us a little better view. The head of this creature also seems quite a bit smaller than the head of a dragon. It's tough to see if there are eyes and a mouth on this creature. Being able to see those would really help. Now, all of that being said, this doesn't necessarily mean this can't be a dragon. These differences just may be an artistic choice. It's also possible they just didn't fully model it, since it wasn't ever expected to be viewed up close. Alright, let's move on and see what else they're hiding in these tanks. Now, I don't know if all of these creatures have been identified yet, but if you know, let me know in the comments. Alright, I know I've seen this guy walking around. Nice legs, dude. I think these are the things we see attached to some ceilings and walls. Oh, this guy's a straight up nerd. Now this area just has a bunch of these creatures. I wondered what the creature on the table was, so I investigated. Then there's these dudes. If you know what these are, let me know in the comments. Moving on. Next is this Reddit post, which led me to this Twitter post. This is actually a really great find I'm not sure I would have noticed on my own. In one of the Emmy zones, there appears to be what can only be described as a giant Samus suit. This person grabbed a series of screenshots and pieced them together to bring it into view. Let's go in for a closer look. Yeah, it definitely looks like a Samus suit. Let's go in closer. Looks like the arm cannon. Some kind of robotic claw hand. Very cool. Let's zoom back to get the full glory. Who would operate that thing? That's humongous. Moving on. You guys wanted a closer look at the fighter jets and what appears to be a submarine in Hunubia. Let's go. Alright, let's get the lay of the land. This stage is really cool looking. A lot of depth to it. Okay, let's go check out and see if this is a submarine. Definitely looks like one. I'm saying yes. Alright, the fighter jets. Let's check them out. Wish we could take one of these for a spin. Just kidding, I don't fly. Fun fact, never been on an airplane. And never will. Hopefully. It's very cool the way you can see the raindrops on the wings, and they're textured like they're wet. Moving on. This person wanted a closer look at the spinning mural in the planetarium area of Elan. They were very concerned about how the treatment of the creatures was depicted. Let's go! This seems like a nice viewing angle. If you know what this image is trying to tell us, please let me know. I think we'd all appreciate it. As far as I can tell, the image on the top is the exact same thing. Alright, this next one's for me, but you guys can watch too. I wanted to check out the cutscene that happens when you travel between Itarash and Henubia. Hey, they forgot Samus. She is going to be very upset. Alright, I think we got time for one more thing. This person thought the first area had some really neato looking stuff we should check out. I'm pretty sure I covered this in my first Metroid Out of Bounds video, but we'll take a quick look around to see if anything here is different than the cutscene. Yeah, nothing really new or different here. But let's head inside, there's something I want to check out. I want to get a better look at these dino dudes. They always run away before you can get a good look at them. And I want to know where they go. Shake it, dino dude. Alright, this guy's busy licking the floor. Interesting effect on this guy. I don't know what that's about. Alright, now I'll scare them away, freeze them, and then see where they go. Alright, let me just position myself behind them. And then we'll unfreeze and see what happens. Okay. Oh. Well, we just vanished into thin air. There's our answer. And that's why we're here. Alright guys, I hope that satisfied some of your curiosity. If there's more you want to see, just let me know in the comments. Say, hey, you missed something. Or hey, you didn't get a close enough look at this thing. Or hey, hello. So, hey, this was a lot of fun, guys. I've also considered maybe doing a live stream where you guys in real time, you just tell me what you want to see, we go see it. And we'll see you in the next video. I'll be looking for you.